Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, to whom all holy praise is due forever. I further bear witness that Allah raised in our midst a divine leader, teacher, and guide, and now exalted Christ in the person of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And last, I thank Allah for turning to us with mercy and compassion and raising a divine reminder and warner and comforter in our midst. I speak of none other than the grace of Allah in flesh, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. In their righteous names, I greet the believers and the people of God in the greeting words of peace. We said in Arabic, Assalamu alaikum. I want to start off with a very serious announcement. The all-wise, true and living God is now manifesting his power and glory in the last generation of the known world. If we think over this, who else would God or Christ manifest himself in these times other than our generation in Black America? We are the most powerful generation to exist in the annals of history. This is why the government of America bombards us with so much filth and degeneracy, rather it be through the radio waves, TV, drugs, alcohol, and the rest of the devil's tools that are used on us to keep us from our divine destiny. The rulers of this government in the world know that this generation is the most fearless generation to exist since we've been on American soil. So unlike the elders, the enemy can't scare us into bowing down. So he deceives us into doing it. There is a law in science that states whenever people are deprived of what God has ordained for them, out of that longing is eventually passed through the genes, and one day we give birth to a new generation that can change that reality. There's another law that says two things can't occupy the same space at the same time. So we must understand that the enemy must keep us down because we represent death to the rule of Satan. So it's not that our 400-year-old enemy is keeping us down just because he's wicked. He's fighting for his very own existence as he knows it. This is why in the Bible, Pharaoh speaks on dealing with the children of Israel wisely, lest they multiply, join on with the enemy of his that come against him. And the enemy of his that he's scared for us to join with is our Hispanic and Native American brothers and sisters. Because he knows that we are really one and the same. But he keeps us disunited lest we threaten his power. Our generation is one of born warriors. This is not an accident. God is fashioning it like this in these last days. And if you look at the mind of the youth, there is much frustration and chaos amongst us because we're ready for war, but we just don't know where to go for war. Because our slave master children are manipulating our drive and warrior spirit towards each other. And they got us taking our own lives over things that are not worthy of our lives. What they fear is that one day we will resurrect from this grave of ignorance and become a thinking people again and understand that we are all kept in this condition by the same enemy. And while we trapped in hell on earth, they enjoy heaven while they live. We must choose to reverse this cycle of death by manifesting the divine unity of God and establishing his law with an uncompromising force. So Allah is calling on all gangs and so-called tribes to resurrect from our dead state and overcome our barriers of division, to become one living supreme army under one divine cause. The time is up for us looking at one another as strangers just because we come up in different neighborhoods, when in reality we are all direct